Hello, I just want to remind you guys that I will be doing a giveaway video soon, so if you haven't already, hit that bell notification, because it will be the first 5 people to message me on Instagram. The first 5 people to like, subscribe, comment in the YouTube video, and message me on Instagram. Those will be the winners. And if you hit the bell notification, you'll be the first notified of the video, which will give you a significantly higher chance of winning. Also, if you message me ahead of time, you can go ahead and message me now if you'd like. My Instagram information is in the description. That way you have me in your message history on Instagram, and you'll be able to find me a lot faster that way. Be able to get a message to me faster and possibly be one of the first 5 to message me. With that said, I do want to go over a couple of things and answer some questions. First off, my eBay store is down for 7 days. I've been restricted by eBay by violating their policy. What happened was someone reached out to me on eBay messages telling me he had an error code. He was under the impression that he had a bad CID and he needed a new CID. What it ended up being was his target ID. He had it set on 82, and which, if you know anything about the target ID, and if it's set on 82, you can't get online. You have to change it to your region. For example, US region code is 84, Asia is 8A. It just depends on what region. I think this guy was 89. So I could have easily just sold him a CID with the region code already set in the CID with the target ID, and it would have fixed his issue, and he would have been a happy customer, and I would have got paid. However, that would have broken my cardinal rule, which is don't rip anyone off, and what goes around comes around. So I really wanted to help this guy get online, and I did help him get online. He was very happy. eBay, I don't know why they do this, especially with new users. They will limit the amount of messages you can send to another person, and I was worried that this guy was going to exceed his message limit. And what happens if you're on the eBay app on your Android or iPhone, all it will tell you was, sorry, this user is blocked. And I've had customers thinking that I blocked them. So I try to ahead of time message people and let them know, hey, if you send too many messages, eBay will block you. It's not me. If you do it on your PC, if you message people on your PC, it will tell you that you've exceeded your limit and you're blocked for 24 hours. The block is lifted after 24 hours. I was worried that this guy was going to get blocked, so I sent him my email. And you're allowed to send your personal information if someone's already made a purchase. This guy has not made a purchase from me, and I sent him his email, which violated their policy, and now they've restricted me for 7 days. I've tried calling eBay to reconcile this and to explain to them what happened. With no avail. They told me I'll have to carry out the 7-day restriction. So if you are wanting to purchase a CID from me and this video is not 7 days old, you can reach me on Instagram. It will not be instant delivery like my eBay is. eBay, it's instant delivery 24/7. I have a software database set up that will automatically send the CID through eBay messages and PayPal email, and it will delete the CID after send. Which, if this video is 7 days old, you can do it that way. But right now, if this video is 7 days new, then or less, then you can message me on Instagram, and it'll have to be in my spare time. It won't be automatic delivery. I'll have to create an invoice and send you the link to that invoice. It'll have to be paid, and then I can send you the CID through Instagram or email or however you want it sent. So with all of that said, I do want to answer a couple of questions. I'm already at 4 minutes and 25 seconds, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. It is a kind of a lengthy answer to this question that someone had, which was why I give CIDs away. A great question, which I do have a good answer for. Well, a few answers for. There are a few reasons why I give CIDs away. One would be because I've been where you are at. If you're watching this video, you've probably searched online for free CID giveaway or PS3 free CID. I used to use them freebies too, and I'd be grateful for after finding a SID that got me online for a day or two. And yeah, so that's one reason why I do it, to help people out. I would have been very grateful especially if I had this good of a chance of winning a CID giveaway. Nearly 1 out of 5 chances, 1 out of 10 to 1 out of 5 chances of winning a CID. Yeah, I would have been very excited about that when I was in that position. So this is to help people out. Also, because I have a boatload of CIDs to give away that I refuse to sell. Now, the reason why I refuse to sell these is that's kind of the long story here. We're already at 5 minutes 37 seconds. I'll try to make this quick. So when I first started selling CIDs on eBay, I had the same supplier that I have now, and I got the CIDs the same way I get them now. However, I was new to everything. The guy that I get my CIDs from, if you haven't watched my previous videos, he repairs electronics, and he repairs PS3s and a bunch of other different type of electronics. But if something's not repairable, he'll part it out, sell it for parts. The irreparable PS3s, I buy all of his CIDs. And these are PS3s that have never even been jailbroken before. They'll never see the light of day again. So these are clean CIDs, never even been reported. Anyways, I was expecting a shipment to come in, and I didn't really have a schedule like I do now. And anymore, my CIDs are in a database. So if I have a listing, it's in a database. I have the CID. Back then, I was doing everything manually, messaging the CIDs through eBay manually. If in my spare time, if someone purchased when I was asleep, they'd be waiting for hours. So I had a greater quantity on my eBay listing than I had in stock, expecting more to come in soon. That didn't come in soon. So after selling what I had in stock, a few people purchased in one day, and I didn't have any CID to give them. I was desperate. Mistake number 1, I should have refunded them, but I didn't. And I made them wait a little bit. And mistake number 2, I outsourced. I shouldn't have made them wait. I should have refunded them and let them know I didn't have a CID to give them, and I shouldn't have outsourced. I try not to make the same mistake twice, so I will never do that again. Like I said, anymore, if I have a quantity on eBay, I have the CID for it. And it wasn't outsourced. I won't outsource ever again either. So I did do my homework when I outsourced. I found someone with 100% feedback that has sold hundreds of CIDs. I trusted him. I reached out to him and asked him if I could buy in bulk for a discounted price. And we worked something out. He created an eBay listing with the quantity and the price, and I purchased. After the purchase, he sends me 3 CIDs and asks me if I can wait get about 3 CIDs a week. And I told him I can't do that. These 3 CIDs that he sent me are going right out the door now to the customers that are waiting, and I'm going to have a sale before then. Mistake number 3, I should have took down my listing. So I sent those 3 CIDs out, and instead of taking down my listing and instead of refunding them, I should have refunded them instead of sending those 3 CIDs out. But I'm pretty sure that those CIDs were probably good CIDs, and I'll get to that. But I should have taken my listing down, but I left it up because I didn't want to miss any sales. And I bugged him about it because I had 3 more sales following that. And 2 days went by, and I'm bugging him, pestering him. He won't give me a refund. I asked for a refund, and finally he sends all the CIDs at once. But he said, test these quickly. You have a 3-day warranty. I don't know what the other guy will do with them. I'll replace any bad CIDs. And I'm thinking, oh no, what did I do? No. What other guy? I said, dude, I will not use these CIDs. I will not sell these CIDs. They will remain private. Please give me a refund and you sell these CIDs. And I don't blame him for telling me no. But I didn't make the mistake of giving these CIDs to the buyers that were waiting at that time. I refunded those buyers, and I kept these CIDs on the back burner. I did not trust these CIDs because at this point, He's getting them. He's outsourcing to me. I'm outsourcing to him, or for my customers to him. He's outsourcing for me. Uh, he's outsourcing to this guy. I don't know what his ratings are like. I don't know where either of these people get their SIDs from, and I was very skeptical. I didn't know about SID thieves back then, so I wasn't concerned about that. I was concerned about shared SIDs. I was thinking these guys are selling the same SID to multiple customers, so I did not want to resell these SIDs. So I kept the SIDs on the back burner, and for a very long time, and I came across KM Zealous's videos about SID thieves. That made me extremely skeptical about these SIDs. I just wanted to toss them. I just didn't want to have anything to do with them at that point. So instead, what I did was I waited a very long time, and it has been a very long time, long enough for the average SID to have been banned 6 or 7 times now. These SIDs are old. So, and I was hoping that one SID would get banned, just one. That would tell me that these SIDs are either shared or stolen, because they worked before and they don't work now. They're shared or stolen, and that would have gave me peace of mind. I would have known, and I would have just tossed them, and because I don't even want to give away a shared or stolen SID. But none of the SIDs have came up banned yet, and it's been a very long time. So that makes me pretty sure that these SIDs are 100% private. However, I cannot be 100% private because I am only believing that these SIDs are 100% private. Now, I do not mix beliefs with knowledge. I do not rely on beliefs to accept information as factual. Won't happen. There's even an old saying that basically says something about do not mix beliefs, or do not confuse beliefs with knowledge, or belief is knowledge's worst enemy, or vice versa. Anyways, I'm not 100% sure on these SIDs. I can be 99.999% sure on the SIDs, but my eBay listing says 100% private. So I'm not going to sell these SIDs. I told myself at the get-go, I'm going to sit on these SIDs for a very long time. If any of them come up banned, I'm tossing them all. If they all stay legit and stay working and none of them come up banned in a very long time, I might consider doing a giveaway video or something. So then after a lot of time went past, the SIDs still work, and being where I've been before, desperate for a SID, I really don't want to just toss all these SIDs. Even though I'm not 100% sure, I'm pretty darn sure that these are good SIDs. So that's why I'm doing these giveaway videos. I don't want to sell them. I will just give them away, and my loss is your gain. Which it's my gain too. I will build subscribers. Hopefully, maybe I'll build a customer base. You know, your SID gets banned eventually. Maybe you'll turn to me for a SID. So I'll build customers this way also. So it is, in the long run, it could be a potential win for me. And with that said, there's one more question. Hang on one second. I'm going to pause this. So someone asked me if I had a jailbroken PS3. I don't know how well you can see that. Looks ghetto. I drilled holes when I was changing the thermal paste. Oh, yeah, that's my... it didn't do the boot up sound. Hang on one second. So yeah, someone asked me if I had a jailbroken PS3. It looks ghetto. Here's my custom boot up sound. Oh yeah. That never gets old. If you don't know how to make a custom boot up sound, just message me and I'll send you the tutorial that I followed. I drilled holes in the cover. I took the cover. Take the cover off first. Don't just drill into your PS3. You'll break it. But yeah, when I changed the thermal paste on it, I drilled the holes. I didn't make it look pretty. I have no one to impress here with it just making it work. It does work great. I put some used dryer sheets underneath the holes. I just taped it up there with duct tape to filter out any dust that gets down there. I'll change the dryer sheets out every now and then, pull the top off, and change out the dryer sheets to keep the inside clean. I'll use a compressor, blow it out. If someone was asking me earlier how to clean out a PS3 if you don't have a compressor, I thought of something that might come in handy. I never tried it, but I think it would work. Now that I think about it, I did have a roach. There was a roach. There was a PS3 that I bought used. There was a roach down there when I was cleaning it out. What I didn't do, what I should have thought of, but I thought of when I was talking to this guy, is make a funnel. Take a piece of paper, roll it up, and make it like a cone shape, and put the fat end on a vacuum hose, and make the narrow end kind of get into where you can't reach. So if you're wondering how to clean out a PS3, aim for the where the air is going to flow, But yeah, the funnel with a paper, tape it, make it airtight, that funnel, put it on the end of a hose on a vacuum, and yeah, that'll probably do the trick. I could have done that idea with that roach. I couldn't reach. It was down in the fan. I didn't have a compressor at the time, but anyways, I realized I had the fans running in the background the whole time. I'm sorry for the background noise if that bothers anybody, but I think that's it for now. I'm going to wrap it up. I went over 10 minutes, well over 10 minutes into the 16 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up, guys, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget, hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on the giveaway. Alright, we'll see you.